Welcome back to UnProvoked, the podcast where we talk about all things sent to provoke you and how to navigate through those things. I am your host. No, I'm just joking. I gotta do that every week. I am your host.
Baby, you can come.
Well, my name is Shanice. This is Kim, and that's Britt. Because in the comments, they were like, the second girl, the first girl.
Right.
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle. Oh, the other girl, the last girl that went.
You know, I'm happy that's how they describe us.
You know? Right.
So
the first, I feel the second girl so hard. Oh, the first girl, that's me. That's from the episode that they shot when I wasn't here. Shady. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm Shanice.
It's audacity, but it's nerve. It's the nerve.
Yeah. I am Shanice. This is my honey bun.
Kimmy Kim's.
Kim. And this is
Tatiana. Tatiana, yeah.
It sounds like.
But I actually love your Instagram name though.
What?
Yeah.
First it's your girl Britt Barbie.
I actually really like it. So yeah. I felt like we should have introduced ourselves because we talk to each other, so y'all hear our names, but we, you know,
every week they're like, and Kim did.
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
right.
Well, goddamn.
Be thinking like they're gonna use their contact clues.
Right. Like, okay.
Like if they don't know anything, they know what Kim did.
Yeah.
That's true.
So so we are
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
This is not a Stanley, by the way. This is
That's a Stephanie.
This is a Stefan.
That's a Stanley with an IE. And that's all right.
Hey, yo.
It do the same thing.
Stephanie. I'm crying.
Oh, God. Hi, guys.
So, this week, we're going to do things a little differently. I feel like we always talk about,
I missed y'all.
I missed you.
What you miss? I needed to hear it.
Every time I look, it just feels like a ghost out there.
Told you it was going to be a new patio set.
Shaky.
It's very windy today in New York City. I seen a post that said, we don't have alligators, we don't have hurricanes, we don't have thunderstorms. I mean, we don't have tornadoes. We don't. She's like cleaning the snow off her car. She was like, we don't have alligators, we don't have tornadoes, we don't have hurricanes. Like, I could get through this winter, but it's very windy and very cold today.
I feel like this winter's not that bad.
Not yet. I
feel like very touch and go. Like just yesterday, it started it was like 58 degrees.
Yeah.
Around 10 in the morning.
And it was freezing.
And then it was like a cold front around like 3. And now it's snowing.
It's very strange on the East Coast. I'll say the East Coast. But yeah, I missed y'all.
Blanket as a cape.
That's hilarious. You do. We're also live as we're recording. So if you see our eyes and things shift, we're
see me like
doing
this
the most
on
Kim.
Things. Yeah, no, what's going on? Get the fuck. Kim don't miss me, and I feel it. You miss me?
I texted her something today. She completely avoided what I texted her, but it's okay.
What you text me?
Go to hell. How about that?
Oh yeah, because you lying, bitch. I know a lie when I see one.
It's a loveless
I'm
quarrel.
not lying.
Let me see it.
I'm being serious.
Okay.
Yeah. Like what?
I know a lying when I see one.
All right, well, I can drop it now. I can drop the news now because this is going to drop after. But your girl's getting a new car on Tuesday.
Congratulations!
I'm like,
What are you getting?
I'm like, Shanice, I need you to drive me somewhere Tuesday and Wednesday. And she's like, I'm like, I gotta go to Inglewood.
No,
That's all I put.
Inserts Karen Civil meme.
Right.
Because what are you talking about?
You just tell somebody you need to drive me to Inglewood? No.
Don't never need me to drive her nowhere.
I was like, you gotta drive me to Inglewood.
You need to wrap off that.
She's like, Gabriella, stop fucking playing with me. If you know, you know.
I'm like, not today. Not on this big Sunday.
So I'm like, to go pick up my new car. She ignored me.
Oh, because I was going to give her the business when I got here. But
you thought she was lying?
Yeah, for sure.
Understandable.
For sure. Because I'm like, what? So I said when I see her, I'll press her. What car? When? You tell me everything, bitch. You tell me when you fucking pissing. So you ain't going to tell me you got a car?
Just like that.
Yeah, like that. So I definitely ignored it because that was I got to press you face to face type shit. Because what are we talking about here? Yeah.
Well, it just happened randomly.
What the fuck? We'll talk about that off air. Because what are we talking about?
Randomly.
But moral of the story is
Kim is getting a new car. Congratulations.
Y'all can't see it, but it was a part of my 2023 vision board. And I told you on the last episode, 2023 is still existing for me. We in 2023 junior.
Yeah.
Still?
So, yeah.
You said it was like all of January.
Yeah, that's why she got ignored.
February 2024 starts. This got a little 2023-ish in it.
Yeah, so that's why you got ignored, because I felt like that was something I got to talk to see you in person to address that.
You're being very clingy today. So it was definitely a part of my vision board. It was just one of those things. I feel like everything is falling together the way it needs to. Yesterday I had a little bit of a day because it became official yesterday. And then I was like, I told you, like, I've been in that mood. So I'm like, I just don't understand why I'm still in this mood. Like, everything is happening. Everything is, like, unfolding. But I still find myself in this mood. But I think sometimes when good things are happening, it's also a fear of things are too good to be, like, almost too good to be true. But it's, like, too good coming from an area where things weren't so good. So it's almost, like, scary. Like, it's so good, but I don't want to get too excited because how about if it goes away?
Yeah.
And that's the worst way to live. But I feel like that's how I felt. But I'm starting to like change my perspective. I've been sitting with myself. This was like the first weekend I've had alone in a very long time.
And sis was trying to go out.
Yeah, I was trying to go out because
like, what y'all doing?
It was just like a natural reaction for me, but I'm happy I stayed home and I was one within myself. So today we are going to do things differently and we're going to start asking questions for the group.
I'm so bad at that. It feels like an interview because I really have to think about it.
That's the point. So
so you want me to be one within myself?
Yeah.
Got it.
So there was I don't know if you saw it on TikTok, the interview with Real Talk Kim and I forgot the guy's name, but he was saying that there's questions that you're supposed to ask people. This is like date questions, and they're like subconscious questions because you really got to think about them. So you would find out who somebody really is the deeper you go. Like, what traits about your mother do you feel like you honor and, show it within yourself? That's not here. You got to really think about that. Like, you got to really deep get within yourself and think about it.
Get the tissue. It's one of those tissue episodes.
I don't know, because lately I've been crying and Brittany has not.
Because I'm standing on business.
Brittany's not supposed to cry this year. I don't cry. I might cry by myself, but
I'm going to hold it close.
My crybabies.
Okay. So, number 1. What is your favorite way to show appreciation to others?
Look that way first.
I always go first. My favorite way to show appreciation to others, appreciation, like doing things. Like I will bankrupt myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm the same way.
Yeah. Because I feel like I'll always tell people like I'll never be able to express the amount of gratitude or words. I'll never find the words. So it's like I just want to make life easier
to do,
and I want to make you happy.
I agree with that. I try to make life easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
whatever I can do. I'm like I always sound like an avid listener. So if it's like you say anything like, oh gosh, I gotta go get some socks. I'll go get the socks. Like right there and then. So I don't give you a chance to go do it. Mm-hmm. So making life easier for people is kind of, for sure. Say that. Yeah. Because we could say gift giving all day. But like on what
I feel like I show my appreciation sometimes often through gift giving. And it's not so much like buying things. Like it's more so like the thought of the gift. Like I want to go above and beyond. Mm-hmm. So like when you open it, it's deeper than just the gift. It's like the thought behind it. I feel like I'm a very big gift giver and acts of service.
Yes. Yeah. Because you think about it. You be like, but this is why I want to do it. And but do you think it's like she really put so much thought and emphasis into gift giving? Mm-hmm. But like, even if it's just like, if I know you went out and you like friends, whatever, it's like you did your big one, like, or you had a long week, I'll probably like buy you flowers. Like that's something I'll do for you regularly. If like I know something is going on, it's just like, you don't see how much we appreciate you, but like, let me just do this because for you. Like when you had the family thing and you was like so nervous about it, it was just like, it ain't much, but let me just let you know I see you. So that's a big thing for me. Just little things.
You know what's crazy is I would say acts of service and gift giving are probably what I use to like show my appreciation. But those are my bottom two.
Yeah, they're like gift giving is my last love language. But the way I show my love, like the way I show my love language is through gift giving and acts of service. But I receive love in acts of service.
See, I don't. Like, that's my number 4.
Really? Mm-hmm. So what is your
my top love language? My top love language is quality time.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, like, yeah, that was like my third, but it's
you
like...
know how I feel about time. Yeah. Valuable. So, quality time.
Yeah. The next question. How do you handle setbacks or failures?
Me? You're up, baby girl.
I go in my house under my blanket, on my couch, with my lights off and my TV off. And I just take a day to scream. You ever seen Lilo and Stitch? When she went and put her head on the pillow and started, ah! I get a day and I take my day to myself because I know I could probably take it out on people if you say anything. And then I just take my day and I just feel it. It's very important to feel. I feel it the first day. It's very important to feel. So I just take my day. I be mad. I be upset. I cry, whatever. And then the next day, I put my fucking boots on. I strap them bitches up and then I handle whatever the handle is. That's it. Like, yeah, but I feel it. Like, my setbacks, I just...
Yeah, feeling is the last thing I do.
No, I feel it first. Because if not, I'm going to feel it at the end. So if I'm just like on go, I'm not really thinking about what it is I'm supposed to be executing or whatever it is that's happening. Let me feel it. Let me be upset. Let me be mad. Let me cry. Whatever it is. And then the next day, like yesterday, I told somebody, I said, I need to tell you something. I had to talk to you. And they were just like, I'm going to sleep on it. If I say it now, it's not going to come out the way I want it to come out. And it's going to be very aggressive maybe. And it's not going to be in a tone. And maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. Let me sleep on it. So I sleep on everything first. And then I handle it the next day. Put my boots on. My big girl panties.
See, Shanice sleep on stuff.
I sleep on it.
See, the problem is I be ready to go.
Yeah, you do.
And then.
and then.
But how I usually handle like a setback or a failure, I have to talk. Clearly. Like, talking is what I do. Mm-hmm. But I need to sit with myself with my emotions. Give me a couple hours. Give me a minute. Mm-hmm. And then I need to talk it through. And hear myself and get what I'm thinking out, and then usually I'm okay. And then I just go and execute.
What you want? What you requesting us for? You got something to say? How you handle your stuff?
I feel like the way I handle setbacks, I definitely break down first, for sure. I break down. I break down. I don't feel it. I just break down. And then I'm a very like a plan person. So I'm like, all right, this is how I'm going to do it. And lately, when things like that happen, I definitely pray about it. Like I pray like just let tomorrow be better. Like let me handle the situation better tomorrow. Let me handle or like teach me how to handle this situation because clearly I don't know how. So I feel like that's where I've been going to recently, but I definitely break down first. I get very overwhelmed easily. Like I feel things so heavily. I'm like a sponge. So when everything happens, I absorb it so fast, and then that's why things hit me way harder. But then I can let it go. You know when you squeeze a sponge and just like...
No, yeah, I get it. I'm trying to think because I get overwhelmed too.
I get very overwhelmed.
I'm trying to see like when I'm overwhelmed. See, when I'm overwhelmed, I have to take a step back. And I'm like, all right, like I literally like look at whatever's going on as a plate, like a plate of food. That was fat. But yeah, like a full.
You know, when you said that, I instantly thought when you said when your grandmother say don't mess over this food.
Yeah. Like a full plate of food, and it's just like, all right, I need to figure out what's causing me the most stress and how I'm gonna digest it, and then I go piece by piece or section by section. But I have to be like I have to like stop. Like I literally have to stop in my tracks and be like, okay, what's on this plate and how am I gonna get through it? Right. Because for me, breaking down doesn't make it any less. The shit is still there.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I really need to game plan how I'm going to like tackle all of this.
I've been doing that lately. The way I used to handle failure, I used to just break down and then I used to sit in it and just like feel it and like feel the failure, not feel it and then get over it. No, I would just feel it and then not get over it and then just be like a a snowball effect that it just would continue to go. The next one is, hold on.
It's a long list, so she's just picking and choosing.
Well, while she does that, somebody asked where we're from. We are from the tri-state.
Yeah, we're from the tri-state. We're from the East Coast. Yeah, tri-state area.
This one is really deep.
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
What are your core values and beliefs?
You can start.
I don't know.
Kim, you can start. Go ahead.
It's like I said, it's a really hard one. So my core values would definitely be. Family's one. Yeah, no, for sure. Family is definitely one. I feel like I live off of like morals. So family, like my morals. And like to me, morals are like, you know, being loyal to everybody. Like loyalty is very big to me. But then there's like beliefs that I have that I had to unlearn because they weren't the best of beliefs.
Like what?
I think I said it, like the way love is supposed to feel or look. Like my belief system was very tainted. So I had to like relearn that because now it's like, if it's not peace, I really don't want it. Because before my belief was that if it was peace, they don't care. So I had to like unlearn a lot of like false beliefs that I had. But my core values are definitely family, friends. Loyalty is really big for me. Communication is really big for me. But communication within like friends and family.
Back to friends and family.
What do you feel like yours are?
No clue.
I'm with Shanice.
I go with the win.
It's so crazy, right? Because yesterday I was journaling and that was a question that came up. And I was like, this year I really want to. I feel like this episode we're going to revisit at the end of 2024. I feel like we should focus on what our core values are.
I feel like we did that on the first episode.
Like, I know.
Of the new year.
Core values?
Not values, but what we expect and stuff like that. Kind of falls under the same thing to me.
Like, core value, like, all right, when you break it down, core values, what are things that you value to your core? Like, this is, like, kind of like non-negotiables and things like that. Like, but this is more so, like, for me, this is outside of, like men.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. These are things where it's just like anybody that's going to have a space in my life. This is something I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Loyalty for sure is definitely one of those things. Like, I don't know.
These are people that want to join live?
Mm-hmm.
What are your core values? People on live?
I mean, if you guys want to answer, definitely answer and we will say your answer out loud on the episode. So you guys will be featured. All your answers will be answered. The next one was...
I don't think that deep about nothing.
Huh?
I don't think that deep about nothing.
But I think like those things not govern your life, but help you navigate through life.
Yeah. That's why when I was reading it yesterday, I was like, this is something I want to focus on. because, you know, often we talk about dating and things like that. How can I say what I want in somebody if I don't know what my own core values are?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how can I navigate through dating if I'm not knowing what to ask because I don't know how to answer my own questions. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how can I be like, oh, what are your core values? And I don't know my own. It would be contradicting. So I definitely want to find out more about myself because I can be like, yeah, family, friends, loyalty, X, Y, and Z. But then it's like, okay, what else? Like, let's get deeper. Mm-hmm. I want to figure out how to get deeper.
All right. So I just looked it up right quick just so we can have like an idea. Things are like core values: integrity, innovation, honesty, compassion, courage, accountability, creativity, respect, collaboration, community, friendliness, humility. So those are things that kind of fall under like core values.
Okay.
Any of those, nothing.
I don't think that deep.
Accountability is very big. I need somebody that everybody in my life, I need you to have accountability. Because if you don't, then it's like you really don't care about anything you don't care about anything you're doing. You don't hold yourself accountable. And then
I don't. Like, so I really don't understand how we're friends.
You don't hold. Yes, you hold yourself accountable.
Yes, you do. You be sitting here.
That's different though. Like,
that's not
like,
accountable.
That's accountability. I feel like when I'm in a state where it's just like I really don't care, I just don't care, and there's nothing that nobody's gonna say to me. That's not even my mother, my sisters, nobody. When
even knowing you wrong.
Yeah, like I really think about everything I do before I do it. So if I know I'm wrong about something, then
that's accountability. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that is accountability, but in the aspect of like, if something happens and it's just like, it kind of got fucked up and like anything, it's just like, whatever. Like if I'm in a state where it's just like, I just don't give a fuck, I just do not give a fuck.
Fair enough. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just do not like, not even like trying to do something malicious to anybody.
But it's like, okay, well it happened.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But like, I might like, if I'm wrong, I'm definitely gonna be like, yo, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Da-da-da-da. Like, you know, I'll take accountability for that. But if something is happening and you just keep like, and I don't care, I just do not care. We got one time to hash it. I don't want to hear it no more. That's how I am. That's why I'm like, no, like I'm just not like a revisit. That's why I like the core value thing is just like, it's like one and done for me. Once it's,
but people make mistakes.
Yeah. No. People make mistakes. I make mistakes, and I know who I am. Like that's why I really can't trust nobody. I know who I am.
Do you believe in second chances?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, okay.
Hell yeah.
Second chances.
Third, fourth, and fifth chances
outside of romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
100,000 million quadrillion %.
Okay.
I'm like, cause I'm like, even like if it was talking about like her dating somebody, right, or you dating somebody, before like you could be like, oh, this thing has happened, I'm so mad. The first thing I'm gonna do is, well, maybe this and this and that happened to trigger this and that. Like I'm just such, like, I'm always looking at the glass half full, type of person before anything. Like I really be giving everybody the benefit of the doubt before I like jump out the window on anything. So it's like, yeah, I believe in 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm so naive.
See, you. I think I maxed out at 3.
Oh, I'm naive.
Fool me once, shame on you.
You could tell me somebody was
a
drug addict, and I'm like, no way. And they'd be like, bro, look, I can show you a picture with the all the drug. It's like, no way.
Like, how you know that's that?
Right. That's
how you know that's
so
cocaine.
Naive. I'm like so naive. That's why I
don't think it's naive.
I think I am.
I think you just like to see the good.
Glass half full type person.
And I'm the same way, and it was until I got burnt. And not that kind of burnt like, okay.
I don't want to have to find out that way.
But see, that's the thing. It's like, you know, seeing the good in people outside of like their bad. Like, you want to see good in people. It's like, yeah, this person does this, but like deep down, they're really such a good person, or they have a big heart of this and that.
Though,
but it's just like until you get burned by that, you'll keep throwing that. You'll be on that limb alone until your time is up.
I feel like I make terrible decisions.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like I feel like you make really good. Like if I tell Kim something, no, I do, because I feel like if I say Brent,
this your moment.
No, because I feel like if I say something to her, she'll be like, and right then and there, I'll know, like, okay, that's a bad decision, Shanice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like if to myself, I'll be like, this could work. I'll be like, this could actually work, and then I'll go to Kim, and Kim will be like, give me like the stink face, like, and I'll be like, okay, it's a bad idea. But she be right. You be right.
I make terrible decisions.
I don't think so. Well,
how you feel about that is how I feel like when Kim come to me, I be like,
really? Well, maybe she makes good decisions for me. You ever had a friend make good decisions for you? I feel like she makes great decisions.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah, like
I make terrible decisions, especially personal. And like when you said you're naive, no, I'm naive. Like,
no, I don't.
I don't think you're naive.
What do you think?
I don't think naivete is what that.
What's the word you would use?
Kim, like it's not. You know what? It's not naive. Kim will see fire. Somebody be like, "That fire is hot." She be like, "Okay, but I'll touch it," and then no, it's hot, and be like, "Maybe it's not as hot this time," and touch it again.
Yeah,
and touch it again.
Yeah.
So and that's not naive. She makes very informed decisions.
You know. I just feel like this is gonna sound so crazy. I feel like I could change the outcome of certain things. Me too. And then it's like, you know you can't. Like, you know you can't.
And you'll see it. Plain as day.
It is as...
But you be like, I can do it. Like, I know I can do it.
I can change it.
Oh my God.
Like the Keke Palmer. I loved it. I know this man. I know him. I swear I know him. That's me. Like, I could do it. I know I could do it. I can fix it.
I ain't gonna lie though. Every situation that somebody was like, Kim, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Look at them. Like, they're this, they're that.
You just gotta find out the hard way.
They drag them down. And I'm like, okay. And I stuck beside them.
And I'm gonna stick beside them.
And I stuck
what
beside them.
What they talking about, Britt? I can't
see. I get different outcomes out of certain things.
I think that's what you standing on?
I for sure.
Bro. Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, you go.
I posted something I posted like 53 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I wasted a lot of energy over the years staying in spaces where I thought if I could just show to this person or these people my light and my heart and value, they'd reciprocate the energy. Lesson, your worth is not predicated on whether or not others can recognize it in you. And I was like, because I've been in places where it's just like, no, like, I'm a bomb-ass person. I do this, like, da-da-da, expecting it back. But it's just like, it's something we talked about where it's just like, takers.
Yeah.
Takers. So
I definitely
takers don't know their limit. That's the key point right there.
I definitely feel like I can resonate with that heavily because I feel like
it's hilarious.
I'm not gonna get on my phone, but I'm gonna get on TikTok to see.
I can I definitely resonate with that because I feel like there's times I catch myself trying to prove my worth. Like if I just stay a little longer, they'll see. Yeah. Like if I just stay a little longer. Maybe they've been hurt, so they're not getting it. Like maybe if I stay a little longer, they'll figure this out. And like, and I'm talking about all around the board, like friends and all. Like maybe they'll just see like, and I've definitely come across times where it's like, bro, you could have bent over backwards, did a backflip and a split and a handstand, and they still not gonna see. Like there's certain times where you just gotta wake up like, yo, no matter what I do, this is not a me thing. This is a you thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely make poor choices. I don't know what she's talking about.
I think I make bad decisions. I'm a terrible decision maker.
Hilarious.
And I'll still make them too. And I'll know it's a bad decision.
Happily, just forbidden fruit.
Yeah, I somebody said to me that I like the forbidden fruit. Like I like what I can't have, and I think that is very true because I will knowingly make a terrible, like deep down, like in my subconscious, I know like this is not going to end well for you, Shanice. That's exactly what they said. They said they say it's not going to end well. I'm telling you now, it's not going to end well. Don't even do it. But me, I'll be like,
okay. Shanice, I am so surprised.
Yeah, I do.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh my God.
Terrible decisions. Knowingly.
She'll be like, it's just so bad, Kim. And I'm like, she's going to do it.
Put a pin in that offline because I got to.
I'm a terrible person.
I'm a terrible person. It's crazy.
I didn't know that.
What? I'm still working on me. I'm still working on me. And I'm coming back. At some point, I am going to come back better. Just not right now.
It's a journey.
It is.
It's a marathon.
But it's so fun. Let me stop saying that. God, I ain't even about to play with you.
What is the most challenging experience you've ever had?
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, I'll be both of y'all. Yeah, all right, so now y'all gotta go.
Childish.
The most challenging experience I've had was shit.
In life? Like,
yeah, in life, or like in what?
Like this month, this week, last year?
You can say in life, you can say this year, you can say last year, you can say this week.
Anything.
Most challenging?
That's a deep one.
Because I have two.
Cue the tissue.
Right?
Cue the tissue.
Look, because I have two. Okay, whatever. My first one would be ending my last relationship. Like, yeah, ending it.
I felt that one.
I don't know, at a certain point, like when I was in that area of life, I was just like, I knew I had pictured my life with this person. I would say my name with his last name. Like it was, I had the whole picture in my head.
We always go back to that picture.
We went back to the picture, and then you think about everything like you sacrificed for the relationship. I put this work in, and blah blah blah.
Just like you lost time,
just to ultimately get to this does not and is not going to work. Mm-hmm. Working through, like acknowledging that and working through that was rough. It was very, very rough. Like I was forced to look within, because if not, I would have probably been fucking crazy. And the other one would have been leaving my job and starting my business.
That's tough. Because like you walking blind, yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't know what's to expect on the other side.
It was. It's
like, I'm doing it.
I had no choice. It was one of those things where it was just like, you know, we talk about God openly here, and it's just like God makes things so uncomfortable and puts you in so many positions and situations where it's just like you can no longer run from the obvious, right? So it's just like, all right, I am forced to make this move. I'm not ready. I'm not prepared for it. I didn't look for this. I have to do it. Or am I going to do what? Keep like sacrificing myself, keep being in these positions? Mm-hmm. So it's just like going into something unprepared, sight unseen, not knowing what to expect, no blueprint, no plan, and really relying on faith. That's more than 1,000% challenging. Like, but every day he blows my mind, and we are blessed and we are grateful. That's right. So
Amen.
Thank
you. I definitely think I always speak about the most challenging experience for me was when my last relationship ended and I ended up here alone. Financially was the hardest place for me. I was struggling financially, being away from my family for the first time. I was struggling. Like 30 minutes is not far, but 30 minutes felt like 3 hours on a plane at that point. Like it felt so, and just being alone when you're not used to being alone. There was a lot of challenging things within that, but how she said as well, like, if God is going to do anything, he's going to strip you of everything you know to show you, like, the strength you really do have within yourself that you didn't even know that was there. Because I definitely didn't think I was as powerful as I am. Even now, like, I notice the more I'm saying things, I'm like, I'm going to need to stop talking because I keep saying things. And
you want to tell him?
I think I openly talked about that I was going to retire from bartending.
Oh, that's where we going with this.
And I kept saying, like, January I'm gonna stop. January I'm gonna stop. January I'm gonna stop. December came and went and whooped my ass. And I was like, man, I'm gonna give it to myself until February. Like, I'm gonna catch up everything I spent on Christmas, et cetera, et cetera. But I think I was also, like, prolonging it because I was very scared of, like, what am I gonna do now type of thing. Mm-hmm. Second week into January, the bar got shut down.
When we got that text, me and Shanice was like, No way. No way.
FaceTime so fast.
No way.
So fucking fast.
Second week into January, the bar got shut down. So now I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, and it's deeper than financially, but it's how I said, like, I have never had to sit by myself. And I said it earlier, like, this was my first weekend being by myself. And I usually distract myself by going out. But this time, I really just sat with myself. I feel like everything is being taken away from me. So I can definitely see, like, different parts of life. Who I should keep in my life. What I, like, should be doing. I definitely think I should be focusing more on me and my business. And I've been very distracted. But my excuse to being distracted was I have a lot going on. Like, oh, I never have time for myself. Like, I just have a lot going on. Like, I'm always busy until you really, like, sit down and you have nothing to do. Right. So now it's like, what excuse do you have now? You're just making up excuses because you don't want to be disciplined. So I think that's something that really opened my eyes.
That was crazy,
one.
bro.
And what else did I say?
That was so
left field. The day that I said, the day that this all happened, I said all day, like, I just want the world to shut down. I hope it snows.
God. What I said to you.
I was like, I hope it snows. I just want the world to shut down. Like, I don't want to go to work. All day. From the night before, I was saying that I wish it snowed because I just wanted things to shut down. I got to work and it really shut down.
And it did.
I was like, oh my God.
Shut down, no snow.
And I was telling her.
All I heard was shut down.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop playing because these words is powerful.
I told her, I said, be careful what you ask for because you might get what you asked for, but it might not be the way you asked for it. And she got what she was asking for, but she could have never imagined it would have been that way.
And it was like, instant.
It was
because the tongue is powerful. Like, she was so literally powerful. In the group chat, like, oh my gosh, it's still not snowing yet. Oh my goodness, it needs to snow. I just don't want to. The world needs to. She even told my mother, she was like, the world needs to shut down. I just wanted to snow so bad that we all could just stay in the house all day. And it wasn't really even a lick of snow on the floor. Like, it was raining.
It was like, shut down, got it, like soft.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait. But that it's heavily, and the tongue is so powerful. I think we said this before. Be careful what you pray for, because you might get exactly what you pray for. It's just not the way you wanted it. Shanice said it one time. At one point in life, I was praying for a sign, and I got my sign delivered. It just wasn't the way I expected it to be delivered, but I got my sign, and Shanice was like, you kept praying for a sign, and you got it. It just isn't the way you wanted it. And it's the same thing in these areas. It's like, I said I wanted something. I asked for it. I received it. It just doesn't look in the way I wanted it. Like, I thought when I was going to be done, I was going to be like, look, like, I'm finally where I need to be. No, like, I'm good.
She thought she was putting a 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, like, I'm good. Like, I'm going to walk away now. This is one of those things where it's like, it's pulled from underneath you. I just fell backwards, and now it's like.
But I felt like that was a test, because I told her too. I said, well, now you have a choice to make, because it's just like, you could easily go back into the nightlife, but this is God testing you, saying you asked for it.
You said you wanted.
You receiving it. What are you going to do with it? I'm giving it to you, but I'm not giving it to you when you want it. I'm giving it to you when I feel like the time is right. So,
but I feel like those are one of those areas where it's like, you pray for something, you receive it. It might not be packaged and delivered the way you asked for it, but this is where being, what is the word I'm looking for? This is where this is where being help me with the word.
I need the thought.
She need context.
I'm trying to find a thought. This is where being blank does what?
Yo, don't mind me.
Right.
Yeah, so I feel like we gonna start it over, and maybe I'm gonna catch my thoughts. I feel like when you pray for something, you will receive it. It might not be the way you asked for it, and it might not be
when
packaged and delivered when you want it. Mm-hmm. But this is when you have to be basically like loyal and stick to what you asked for. Like, although it's not how I wanted it, this is also what I asked for, and you have given it to me. I could easily go and do something else because I'm not trusting in the process. But this is where you have to trust God's timing in everything you do. And it's hard because it's like we want to control the outcome. When you let go and you're kind of putting the outcome in his hands versus like wanting the control, it takes a lot of faith and discernment. A lot of faith. And that's a very big thing that I had to learn. I've always been spiritual, but I feel like I've been listening more to it now. Like I've been more tuning in. Like when I'm crumbling, I don't look for a solution. I more so pray on it. Mm-hmm. Like, just help me figure this one out. Like, okay.
I'm learning the importance of building a relationship.
Yes.
With, God, a spiritual relationship with God versus trying to, stick to like religion and customs, but it's more so one of those things where it's like, no, I need a one-on-one.
Yes.
Because when I'm in the middle of going through things and I'm so confused, I need to be here with it. Like, right. I need to figure it out. And I feel like
that's why, right now I hate, and me and Brittany talked about this before, like, we're in where people are using God as a trend. And it's like, oh, well, Christians, you can't do this. And Christians, you can't do that. And your relationship with God has to look like this. Like, our relationship with God is personal. If I talk to him like, yo, look, I'm going through it. And if you read scripture to pray, we might pray differently, but we're still praying. Like,
we both still fighting for our lives out here, okay?
We both have a relationship with God, but your relationship might look different than my relationship.
Yeah.
Just because you can recite the whole entire Bible doesn't mean you have a deeper relationship with God than I do. And I feel like that's one thing that it makes it scary, because I'll say for me, like, creating a personal relationship with God was scary when you're hearing people say, like, you got to read the Bible every morning and you got to do this and you got to do that. And I'm like, but I can't understand the Bible sometimes. So it's like, am I less than because I can't? Mm. So that's where I feel like do what works for you. Do, like, pray. Like I said, I pray, it gets delivered.
You speak, it gets delivered, okay? You blink, it gets delivered. But it's, to piggyback off of that, it's one of those things where it's just like Kim has said, like, it's not always going to look like how we want, or it's not going to always be packaged how we want, but you need to be very clear on what it is you want and what you're willing to do for what you want, because it may take separation, isolation, dedication, all of those things, and that's not the sexiest journey.
No.
However, there's beauty in the process, and there's always the other side, right? So, we're here with you. You see it in real time as we're going through it and dealing with it.
So. I mean, last week I was crying. This week it might be a little different, but every week it's like I feel like we are growing through the changes, and it is very uncomfortable. Like, sitting in your house all weekend, I told you, like, at first it was very uncomfortable where I wanted to just run away. I was like, please, somebody, let's do something.
Shanice love it. She like, it ain't comfortable for me. I thrive right there.
As soon as I got home yesterday, I was so excited. Put the heat on. I was like,
I know. I love getting home.
I was looking at my throw. I was like, oh my gosh, it's me and you in a minute. Took a shower, mopped my floor. I was like, sat on the couch. I was like, oh God, I've been waiting for this. I love it.
That routine, ooh. To do
it's like something to look forward to.
Yes,
and like nothing.
To get to the point where you can sit on the couch with a blanket. You done took a shower, cleaned the house, and I was just like, I could just do this. Right, that's how I feel.
It's the most indescribable thing ever, but it is so. When you get there,
you'll understand.
You will understand. After you definitely can. You see how you and Riscotto besties sometimes. The long week from work. You're going to get to the Riscotto. You're going to be looking at the Riscotto. You're going to say, I can't wait to get to you.
Right.
You're going to look at that throw and say, I can't wait to get to you either.
You're going to be zooming through this house.
Yup. As soon as you plop down, you're going to feel so good. But, yeah.
All right. Next question. And this will be our last question. So let me get a good one.
Not too much. Not too much on
that. Right, because we went deep. I want to laugh.
This shit. What is your favorite way to relax and unwind? Shanice already told you.
I love it. My couch.
All right. We're going to end on a positive note. What is something you're currently working on improving about yourself?
Because I lost rock, paper, scissors last time, so it ain't
me. What am I working on improving? My nasty ass attitude.
Shanice, but I don't.
We can call my sister right now. Literally live.
Which one?
Tell you, like, you're a bitch. Both of them.
Right, because we cousins.
Yeah. Like, she
me and Shanice found out we cousins.
Better. But I'm working on my attitude and how I, not even how I approach situations. Because I feel like I approach situations, like, I'm very, like, namaste. Think about it. Calm down. What Tina Turner said? And
numb your whole ring
before I approach any situation. But my attitude is pretty nasty sometimes. So I'm working on, like, that. My attitude. And you know how I'm working on it? How? You know what my motto is for the 2024?
What?
Go where you happy at.
Ooh, okay.
Go where you happy.
Okay.
Some people will be like, no, go where you're celebrated. Go where you happy. I don't care if you celebrated. Go where you happy. Because if you're not happy here, and it's friendship, relationship, sistership, because if you're not happy, go where you happy at. Because I got to work on my piece. And I can't be over here trying to figure out what you got going on and you just feel whatever and you bringing that energy over here. I don't got time for that. I'm already not that nice. So go where you happy at. Go where you celebrated at. Like, that's my motto for the year. Like, I don't have time to sit here and pick apart what the issue is. Like, yeah, we can do that. We can hash it out one good time. But if that one good time is not working, just go where you happy at, baby. I'm tired. Auntie tired. We are tired. And we working on other shit, bigger shit. So that's why I really don't have time for it. Like, I'm working on too many other avenues in life to be worried about why you acting the way you acting.
I feel like for me, one of the things I'm working on is definitely finding the peace in being alone. Finding the peace within myself. Not having to be distracted all the time to feel happiness. Like, I just want to find happiness within myself. So I definitely am trying to find the peace in solitude.
It's a lonely journey.
Very.
It's a very lonely journey.
I've definitely felt very lonely. I've been experiencing loneliness, which is why I think I'm like, I don't feel like I'm in a depression, but I feel like I'm in loneliness. So I feel very, like, sad.
Sorry, your dog eating the table.
Now we gotta bring him back.
He's wild. Almost broke a tooth. But yeah, I respect that. It's definitely a lonely road. It's a lonely journey when you're trying to find, you know, you're trying to be one within yourself. Like, it gets lonely and you start to feel like, damn, like, nobody, see me. But it ain't for nobody to see. It's for you to see yourself.
Right.
You got to see yourself.
You got to see yourself. So anybody out there that's going through the same thing, that's trying to find peace and clarity within themselves, it is a lonely journey. And, like, last week when we told Britt and I told Kim, like, we seen her, like, we seen what was going on with her. Everybody may not see that so quickly. And then once you get into that space where you're learning yourself and you're like, fuck it, I just got to sit in this, it is really lonely. I've been there. You've been there.
But you don't stay there, though.
Yeah, you don't stay there. You definitely don't stay there. It's just a journey. It's just a journey.
Over time, you start to figure out things that you like, or you know, take chances and go out and things like that, and you just reintroduce yourself to yourself, and then that's how you allow other people to show up into
and that's why it's
your
important
life.
to
Hustle,
date yourself.
tearing me up,
okay? That's why it's so important to date yourself too. Like, take yourself out, go out by yourself, have a drink by yourself, go to the library. Go sit in Barnes and Nobles, like, whatever it is that you like to do. Just find that space by yourself.
Yeah, and maybe we'll talk about that further, like, next week. How we each
how do you date yourself?
How do you date yourself? What does that look like?
He's no longer the good boy that was on the
2 weeks ago.
On air. He is not. And my chunky boy is busting out his hoodie.
Yeah. It's so.
It looked like it should snap between the legs. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like when you still try to fit your
little teeth.
When you still try to fit your baby in his onesie that don't fit him.
Hey, Sam, RJ.
So comment, like, subscribe, and tune into the next episode. Whatever you want to hear, or if you feel like you want us to talk about because you're going through it, just let us know in the comments, and we will definitely be getting to it.